Welcome back to Wood Note Studio. In a previous video, we took a log from an ash tree that fell down in the yard and we milled it up for some lumber. It's almost a year, so I'm going to take it out of the clamps and check the moisture levels of the wood to see if it's ready to use. And if it is, well then we are going to make a memory box out of some of it. Okay, you can see that.
Now that we know the wood is dry enough, we can move forward with the project. Also knowing that I will be milling all this wood by hand, I'm already wishing I had a planer and jointer.
Phew! This is enough already.
Should I tell him this project is going to be for him? Maybe after the milling's done. This is going to be made out of mostly ash, except for the bottom drawer, top base, and dividers. That's going to be made out of maple. I'm going to cut everything down to rough dimensions, then resaw and do more planing. I had to glue two pieces together for the bottom as I didn't have a board wide enough. And because it's so thin, I just used double-sided tape to stick it to my bench so that this way I could plane it flat. Then it's miters for all the sides because I enjoy making things more complicated than they need to be. Now when I say I spent hours digging out all the bug holes from this wood, I'm not exaggerating. I had to have been at this for at least 6 to 10 hours of just scraping out all this soft packed wood dust. Some of it was easier to get out than others, but still, it was crazy. The bug that makes these wonderful holes are called the ichneumon wasp, and you can imagine how soiled my pants almost were when I saw them flying around my shop with those insanely long tails. Fortunately, I found out quickly that it's not a stinger, but a drilling tail to lay their larvae. Alright, enough insect world. Let's get back to the box. I cut rabbits and dados so everything fits in place, nice and snug, just like the wasp's tail and the larva. Sorry, I had to. need to test everything to make sure it fits all together while it's dry before the glue up. This way I can make any adjustments or changes that I need to the width of the boards, just like the top of this. Time to measure out the placement of the dados to hold the center shelf of the box and cut those on the router table. Now that everything fits together nicely, it's time to fill in all the bug holes with black epoxy, as requested by the future owner. First, I mix up some clear epoxy to seal it all up so it doesn't bleed out and stain the wood around the holes. I figure I would do a test on the inside to see how well it worked, and then I could bring in my producer so he can realize how hard I worked on this for him, and maybe someday he'll give me a raise.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, 8.
that's it. That's it. We're good?
Kind of.
All right. And you're going to take a spoonful.
That's good. That's good.
Dump it in. Carefully. Don't put it in there. Okay, good.
I know how to mix.
Careful. Hold on. Mix it up really well. Don't get your finger in there. Into that hole. And then I need you to share that with me. Try not to get it around the edges.
He actually lasted longer than I thought he was going to, but he eventually left me so he can go out and play some wall ball. You know, kids. After it dries, it all needs to be sanded though. I'll remember.
Everybody's favorite pastime.
Now that the sanding is out of the way, I need to put finish on the inside parts before glue up. So I tape up all the areas that'll have glue on it. Okay, moment of truth. Set the tape up to bring it all together and then glue it up. I decided to tape the edges so any glue squeeze out won't need to be cleaned up. It'll be easy to just rip off the tape and take off the excess glue with it. Wow, that's actually perfect. These need the outside ones. Well, this has been quite a trip for just the shell of the box. Next week, I'll have the conclusion where I built the top, the drawer, and the dividers. So please don't forget to subscribe and mark the notification button so you're alerted when it's available. I appreciate any comments below and a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.